Hey, yo! Welcome back to the Dugout and Beyond. So we have a possibility, a very entertaining and very interesting game coming up tomorrow as we have the Pirates facing off against Milwaukee. And this is between a very, very dominant pitcher for the last number of years, especially through college, in the minors, and now in the majors for the last 2 years. And we have a brand new rookie, Jacob Misiorowski, who's had 2 starts, but completely dominating those 2 starts against the Cubs and also the Twins here. And we had Jacob Misiorowski in the first 2, basically bringing no-hitter into the second half of the second game of his start. He only had a few walks going in the first game, and then he walked Byron Buxton and let up a home run. And there was the, of course, no-hitter at that point. Was gone, and he honestly had basically almost 2 perfect games. He had the first game, a first perfect, going to the third, which obviously that's a very early start, but in your first start, being able to do that is very, very impressive. And then he, of course, went into the 7th inning of the second game with another perfect game. Again, beyond impressive at that point. So he's done pretty good in this. He spent 4 seasons in the minors, single A plus, and then double A, and then triple A, where his ERA has never been so outstanding that it really stands out to a point, but it's never been terrible. It's the worst he's had was in Double A for 2 seasons, was a 3.93, and then when he were in 5-5 that year, and then Triple A went down actually a pretty good amount to 2.22. Not amazing, but not terrible. It's obviously a very, very good solid ERA to have. He went 4-3 that year, and then he's been now into the majors for the last couple of games here. And he's facing off a guy, Paul Skenes here, who's been known for the last number, been known as basically just a flamethrower. He throws like, no, he casually throws over 100 like it's his business in general, which obviously it technically is. But yeah, he spent 2 years in the minors, and he basically didn't really stay anywhere for too long. He went from rookie ball to single A, didn't play a single game either of those levels, then went to double A, and did atrocious. He had a 13.50 ERA in 2 games, and he had no wins or losses. And then and then he went to triple A, where he had 7 games, and he had an outstanding .99 ERA. Didn't even get to 1. And he had no wins or losses in that in 7 games. That's just kind of honestly, if you know the Pirates' history, that's as of right now they give no run support. So even in the minors, they don't give any run support to give their pitchers wins. So, but of course we've had a different story here for him in the majors. Of course, won Rookie of the Year last year over Jackson Merrill, and in this year he is 4-6 again. No run support with an amazing 1.85 ERA in 16 games on the year. 102 pitches, 106 strikeouts. But yeah, this guy, they're both kind of matching up. They're both really tall. Yeah, we have Skenes at 6'6", righty, and we have Misiorowski on 6'7", 197. So right there, actually, wow, Skenes is almost complete 100 pounds. He's actually 30 pounds heavier than Misiorowski here, but an inch shorter than Misiorowski, but not too much. But yeah, these guys are obviously having a good basically advantage of being, I think, about being tall. It gives the pitcher, the batter, that much less time to react to anything. But yeah, this should be a very intriguing and interesting matchup here tomorrow at 2:10 in Milwaukee. So yeah, look out for this is definitely the matchup. We have, of course, going in at 4-6 for Skenes at 1.85, and going in, of course, at 2-0 since they killed the second game at 17-6, and they won the first game there by yeah, it wasn't even that, I think it was like 6-2 or something like that in the first game there. But yeah, this is, and of course he's a 1.62 ERA at 2 wins on the season. Of course, just the first 2 season games, but absolutely crushed it, and it should be a very exciting thing to watch. Probably one of the best matchups we have on the night. A lot of these teams don't even have game setups yet with their pitchers, but yeah, this is a team that is still in it in the Brewers, and a team that is not really in it at all for the Pirates here. As we actually, I think the Brewers are like second place right now in the yeah, they're second place right behind the Cubs, 3.5. And for the Pirates are, of course, same division, and they're 16 games back. So, not obviously the games back and the record aren't showing well enough for them. Of course, if we had Skenes win even remotely near what he should be winning, they would be 45 to 46 wins right now on the year. So, they would not be that far back. But obviously, he's keeping them somewhat sort of slightly afloat, even though there's 10. They're 9.5 games back of the Reds, who are in 4th place. But yeah, obviously the record's not showing it, but this is going to be a great matchup and should be really fun to watch. I'll see you on the next one. Peace!